our art is not for everyone. And we know that. It's not for everyone because if it was, then everybody would be buying it, right? But that just doesn't happen. It's usually a particular type of person that likes your art the most, that resonates with your story and experience. So, why are we making content about our art that is completely for anybody who could come across it? Why are we making videos for the general population if we know that our art is bought by a particular archetype of person? Maybe it's a few different archetypes, but if you can identify who is typically the person who goes out and buys your work or sees your work and thinks, you know what, I really need one of their pieces on my wall one day, then make the video for them. Understand what type of music they like, what if they smoke or not smoke, if they what type of clothes they wear, where they hang out, different things like that. If you can understand on a high level what this person is and who they are, what age range they're in, you can really start to message inside your content to connect further with that type of person. And it's kind of crazy because the deeper that you can find a connection with that person, the more they're going to feel seen in your content, the more they're going to feel like you're speaking straight to them through the camera rather than them having to be like, "Hey, I see myself in that video a little bit." It's like, no, they're going to feel like you were literally in their head last night while they were thinking about something when you make a piece or when you talk about the things you're doing. They're going to most likely, I've shared my story multiple times here on YouTube, and people have gotten the comments and said stuff that I've experienced that they've gone through as well. And they're kind of niche. Like one thing was like my grandma telling me to pursue art. And if that's not niche enough, so there was like two or three people that said that their grandma said the same thing to them. So I felt like my story was particular to me, but it's funny because there's so many people out there. So there's so many chances for other people to have this similar experience and enough of a way for them to really relate and feel connected to you through the screen. So I implore you to deep dive maybe 30, 40 little attributes of who this person could be. Maybe it's a girl and you are a guy, and maybe her name's Emily. Maybe she is 24 years old. She got her first apartment after college. Like, you have to get really in depth here. Maybe she goes to yoga classes. She has expendable income because her income, like, identify how much money she's making, identify what she does with her free time. Is she single? Does she have a cat? All of those things. And the further and further you can get into the person that you want to attract to your content, the more those filters are going to start to be at play while you're editing your content, while you're ideating for the content that you're going to make. Because if you're not making it for one archetype of person, most people are going to feel either like it's not speaking to them, or they're just going to feel like, I don't know, this doesn't make any sense. Like, it's good, nice art, but it doesn't really hit me like it should. You haven't evoked any emotion from them. And the best way to evoke emotion from somebody is by knowing everything about them and by pulling a little heartstrings, even, and not in that morbid way or anything, pulling heartstrings of a person because you know their favorite music, pulling the heartstrings of a person because you know the way they think and operate, because it's most likely just the way you operate. So if you can dive deeper into your own story and understand why that person would be attracted to you in the first place, you can start to reverse engineer sales into your business because you literally are attracting them like a magnet rather than repelling them because you're trying to reach every single person. Yeah, it's something I've been really passionate about recently, because you don't really need a lot of views in order for you to get sales with your art. You just need the views that you do get to be of highly people that are attracted to your art. So if you have like maybe a thousand or 2,000 views on your short form videos, that's okay. As long as those videos are getting some comments, getting people asking you in your DMs about your stuff, that's fine. You can make so much money in your business through 1 or 2,000 views. It's when you think that you need to go viral to make money, that's a huge misconception. You need to go viral to get money if your messaging is so broad that you're trying to attract every type of person. If you're casting a net that's like super, super large, then of course you're going to need millions of views in order to capture some of those uh, people, because it's just such a large net that you can't really like spearfish the right fish. You know what I mean? There's like a lot of different analogies with fishing that goes on with this, but yeah, there's all types of those identifiers inside of your content that you need to pick up on. Because if you're trying to message everyone, you're going to reach no one. But it's something I've just been super passionate about because I notice that the more I dial into my own voice and the more that I speak without a mask on, without a filter, then the more that I attract people that feel like I'm a human when I'm trying to curate every single thing I say and make sure it's like perfect every time. Like this YouTube video, I probably said a few things that I probably would want to re-record, but I didn't. If I make sure that I'm always authentic and speaking like I normally would to my friends, then they're going to feel like a friend too through the screen. It's only natural to feel like someone is, you know, right there with you if you are actually being you. But if you have all these masks up, I think of like a masquerade party, but you instead of having one mask, you have like six of people's masks you found on a table and you're just holding them like this, like walking around, and you have all these masks up that you're afraid to put down. But once you start to uncover them and set one down there, set one down here, you can really show who you are and people will gravitate towards that like flies on shit. No, I'm just kidding. But literally, like they will actually pull towards you like you wouldn't even believe. The more I talk in my stories, the more I actually explain things with my own theory instead of it being something I just regurgitated from something I heard online, the more people are like, dang, like he's spitting facts. He's actually got something of substance to talk about, something I haven't heard before. Everyone's looking for a unique perspective. They're looking for someone who gets them in a way that no one else has. They're looking for a friend through a screen, like a comfort creator. You don't all have to be comfort creators, but if you can be, it's super special. So people, when they jump on their phone, I would much rather them see your video than see some random rage bait video that is political or some weird shit that people post online. I'd much rather them see your art the first thing on their page. And something you also have to remember when it comes to your audience and people that you're attracting, most likely, since our feeds are so filled with artists, we see a lot of art. We see a lot of different people doing the damn thing. But for them, they work a 9 to 5 most likely. They work at some place that they don't see very much art. So you may as well be the only artist in their life, only living artist they know in real life. They might know their cousin that does some painting here and there. They might know someone from high school that used to paint. But you're most likely the only person that's really actively showcasing what they're doing in person. So if you're able to keep them as a viewer and hold the trust of them, it's pretty special to be like the only one. There's not very many full-time artists or people that are going towards a full-time route. So if you can really hold their attention and speak more clearly to that type of person, that's a pretty cool thing, I think, because you have to remember their feeds are full with a bunch of bullshit, a bunch of Instagram rage bait or like trending videos, and then out of nowhere you pop up every now and then. So when you do, make it count and make it something they can actually digest and feel like they've been heard. But yeah, that's just like, I'm in an Airbnb right now recording, so I'm in a weird location. We're here for 10 days in Salt Lake City, but yeah, I've just been really deeply understanding why someone watches a video and what makes them feel heard inside of a video. Because when I watch a video and it's something that I resonate with really heavily, I get on their page, I go comment, I go follow, I'm in their stories. Like it's crazy how much action I will take when I actually feel like somebody understands me. But if I can tell it's just some regurgitated trend or something that, you know, everyone's saying online or just like people are just saying the same things, then I'm like, okay, it's cool, but you know, maybe I'll understand them in a future video. But if I actually feel heard and seen in a video, I am so likely to just jump on their page and like go crazy. I might even purchase their digital course or I might join their coaching program or something if they have one. If there's anything you take from this, it's finding your ideal buyer, finding the person that you want to buy your work. If you don't have many people buying your work, find out who you would like to make your art for. And then who would you like to see your art, like whose houses would you like to see your art in? And then you can kind of reverse engineer that into who you're trying to make your content for. And you'll start to find those people by posting the videos and filtrating some of the things between each video. As you integrate little nuances of that type of person, people will start to gravitate towards it. So, but if you already have people buying your work, identify who has bought it. What is the common things between each type of person? Sure, they're probably all going to be a little bit different, but understand which ones are similar to the others and then you will eventually just start to pull the right people towards you, and your content will start to catch fire. Anyways, if you want to work one-on-one with me, there's a link in the bio for the academy. Fill that out, and I'll see you very soon.